Hi, this is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper, and I want to discuss how to conserve wallpaper. A lot of people are spending lots of money on their wallpaper and finding out that they're wasting their wallpaper because they're not making potential savings when they can. And so here's one such example. So we have this door here and this corner, and so my sheet of wallpaper starts right here, about 6 inches, maybe 5 inches from the corner here. So if I use an entire sheet of wallpaper, here's what I'm going to do. Waste all of this wallpaper just to fill in this. Look. This 3.5 inch piece. So I'm going to show you how to avoid that. Now, do you have the idea? I'm hanging that wallpaper that you see there. And in order not to waste all of that paper, here's what I'm going to do. Just bear with me. You might actually want to fast forward when there might be nothing going on in the video, but I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. Okay, so I pre-cut my sheet of paper. I'm going to put it up. First one. To do it quick, I've labeled the top, T, so I know which one is the top, which one is not. I start hanging it right at the top. Remember, you want to conserve your time. And so you don't want to get on the ladder and say, which was the top? I forget. That's a silly mistake. Don't waste time. Okay, fitting it in here. These walls are really crooked. And it's throwing us off. No big deal though. I don't like when a professional says, oh, your walls are crooked. Yeah, I understand they're crooked, but you got to make up for that if you're the pro. Yes, they are crooked, no doubt. But don't give me crooked wallpaper because my walls are crooked. No. We compensate for crooked walls. Okay. Or like a guy who does crown molding, he says, well, your ceiling's crooked. I don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear it, neither do you. And you never want to tell anybody that. Without a solution. You can tell people your walls are crooked, but you have to have the solution. Yes, all the walls are crooked, come on. Okay, now I got my sheet of paper in there. All right. Before I cut, let me just show you what I've done so you understand it. Okay. Take you over there. Okay, so I put my paper in place, right? And so I'm going to watch my finger go around here now. I'm going to cut it over there, right there. And I'm going to just join a new piece. Look at this, right down here. That's going to be a new piece. And that's the idea of the video, okay? No need for you to run that one sheet of paper all the way down there to throw 80% of it out. Come on. Your wallpaper is expensive, right? Just bear with me. Okay, now, this is a great video because these walls are jacked and we are here to fix it. It's a very good instructional video. It's no wonder why we were called to make this repair. Okay. Let me try to bring you closer, okay? Instead of having you behind me. Bear with me. I'm going to bring you closer so that you can see the action. Remember, we're going on a corner and we're going to be using 3 sheets of wallpaper. When we're in the corner, we're going to cut it. So that makes 2 sheets. And then the piece that fills this in is going to be a 3rd. Now you got the idea, right? Let's go. Come on. Help me out here. La-dee-dee. Now, I'll talk if necessary. Before you make any cuts, the only cut that you want to make first is the one in the center because the walls are really lacking in plumb. So you don't want to cut it at the top, you don't want to cut it at the bottom, because once you do that, it's fixed and you can't change the position of your paper. So what do? You cut it along the corner, because that's going to determine where the rest of the paper sits for the rest of the life of the installation, okay? You understand that? This is what I'm talking about, right in the corner. Cut that first. Okay, let's do it. Remember, it determines the whole position of the paper. Okay? Okay, so here I go. The blade has to be on the corner, not a 16th inch off or an 1/8 of an inch or anything like that. No, no, no. You got to get it right in the corner. Okay? Now, consider a rotary blade for this job, although I don't use one. Okay, let's get this going. Don't worry, you can do it. Use a long enough blade so that when you come down to this woodwork, your hand can move away from the woodwork and still be cutting, okay? Very nice. Let's see how I did. I'm just trying to announce it so you have an idea of what I'm doing. Any questions, please send me an email, leave me a comment. No problem, all right? Very nice cut so far. Come on. Very good. Okay, we did good. Sometimes you never know, right? Now, very, very beautiful. I love it. I love it. Okay, folks, here we go. Wow, our wall is really off, but not to worry. That's why we're professionals, right? Okay. So far, let me show you what we got going on here. Okay. This is working out extremely well. I really hope that you can see what I'm doing here, because I'm seeing so many things which I'd love to share that I can't talk about in particular, only because I don't think I'm close enough to you for you to understand what I'm doing. I mean, you can see what I'm doing, but to particulars, it's like a little hard to explain when I'm this far away. Folks, why didn't one of you tell me about the lights? Come on. My business agent told me, hey, lighting. He said, you gotta have good lights. And I said, oh yes, you're right. And that was yesterday. So, I would just blame you folks. Okay, now, it's going beautifully so far. Now, okay, so we've separated it. We have this piece over here above the door. Then we got this piece. There is a differential of about 1/4 of an inch, without exaggeration. We're off about 1/4 of an inch. Let me point that up there for you better. Okay, okay. Oh, nice when your knife falls on the ladder. It's really it's an amazing thing to watch as your arteries are below, as you're watching the blade fall all the way down the ladder. Okay, let's get this going here. Now I'm going to lift the sheet. I'm going to lift my sheet up so that I can place the backdrop sheet underneath. Look, I'm going to share something with you. I did another video on this. It's being processed right now. You want to hide, when you cut wallpaper, okay, please understand this. When I say when you cut it, I mean in the corner. On a vertical corner, please always be aware of something I'm about to say, okay? Please hide the sheet of wallpaper underneath the right one. If you don't hide it under the right one, you're going to see the edge of the wallpaper. Please, all you have to do is just try out what I said and you'll figure it out just by doing it. When you cut wallpaper on a vertical, you're going to have 2 sheets that end together, right? Well, one of them you want to underlap it, and one of them you want to overlap it. Let me bring you up here. Okay? This is the wall that you see when you come into the room. This is the wall that's on the side of your eyes when you see it. Which one would you overlap? If you chose this way, you're correct. Okay? Just think about it. Because if you don't see it and understand it, you think about it, you'll definitely understand this. If I were to overlap this one on top of this one, this is what you would be looking at. Check it out. See the edge of the sheet? That's what you'd see. So in order to avoid that, you simply underlap this sheet beneath this one, and then you won't see it. And when you do it, you'll say, this is what he meant. No big deal. That's all. I just wanted to share that with you. Right? I mean, think about it. You know why I explain it like that? Because I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and if you're like I am, you keep replaying, right? What is he talking about? I don't get it. And then you figure out what the guy or the girl was saying after you watch their hands and you listen to their voice and you say, now I get it. Okay? I don't support conventional education, classroom education. I don't support it. I think schooling is a crock. These millennials out here, they don't know anything. And they all have college degrees and they know less and less than the people who were educated 50 years ago who only went to the 8th grade. But classroom instruction is important for one thing, that when you have a question you can ask. And so please ask in the comment section if you don't understand what I'm saying here. That's all. That's the one good thing about classroom instruction. Unless, of course, you go to one of these schools that has 300 students in the classroom, and then you're back to square one. You can't ask a question because it's too big. Okay, now, always use a level, please. Whenever you're going from one wall to the other, rule number 1, get the level out. Okay, and you have to have all sorts of sizes because this might be the only depth you need. Come on. Please use your levels. You're not using your levels and you're getting back to me and your paper's not straight. It's because you didn't use the level. I'm trying to help you out. All right? By the way, I want to make a few suggestions. There's a couple of friends on YouTube of mine. C. Jane Drill. C. Jane Drill. She is an awesome carpenter. If you want any tips on how to use levels, screw guns, miter saws, she's the one. Another one you want to go to, Paul Ricalde, Ricalde. Awesome teacher. Guy's a fireman in California. I love his videos. I love CJ and Drill. Her name is Leah from CJ and Drill. Okay, she's great. I love those people. They taught me so much. Okay, folks. I have just plumbed because when we're talking about a level line straight, technically it's called plumb. P-L-U-M-B. Okay. Now I'm straight. I'm very comfortable with this. My corner is properly overlapped and properly underlapped. I'm going to use that phraseology because I want you to know you just can't pick or choose which one is your underlap, which one is your overlap. It's a function of where the sheet of paper and the corner is in the room in relation to the eyes of the people walking in, okay? Very good. Underlap and overlap. Level. Okay, folks, please use these things. And this way we can wallpaper the world together. Me and you, all of us. Wallpaper is king. And consequently, I have just changed my legal name to Wallpaper. My middle name is Wallpaper now. No, I'm only kidding. I'm just joking. By the way, when people call me and say, hi, I'd like to get a price on a wallpaper job, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. Where are you located? Oh, I'm located at blah, blah, blah. Oh, very nice. Okay, sure. What can I do for you, ma'am? Well, I have a blah, blah, blah. And I said, I just want to let you know, I was voted the #1 wallpaper installer in the state of Florida. Really? They say. And then I say, by my children. And they don't pick it up. And I say, oh, boy, I better not kid around. They say, really? That's wonderful. And I'm trying to say, well, I was just kidding. And then I just figured, the heck with it. Leave it alone. You know what I mean? Okay, folks. Now, let me bring you up close and show you the importance of the underlap overlap. Okay. Come on, look how beautiful that is, okay? Don't you love it? That's #1. #2, level. Gotta be level. You're not cutting this. You're not leaving this until this is plumb. Lastly now, the reason I made the video is now look at what we got. We got a space here of missing wallpaper. No big deal. We're going to take a scrap. We don't throw out our wallpaper till the end of the job. We're going to take a scrap and we're going to splice it. We're going to find this pattern on the scrap, double cut it, lay the wallpaper down. You'll never notice it. Okay, and that's what I'm going to do. And you know what I'll do? I'm not going to make you wait. If I can't find the match right away, I'll continue it on video #2. Let's try that, okay? Let's leave you on, and let me try to find that match. Let me give you another tip while I'm doing this. Whenever you're taking your wallpaper down, label your scraps top and bottom, because once you put a piece of paper to the side and you don't know what's your top, what's your bottom, guess what? It's a pain to find it, okay? So don't be like that. Okay, folks, I found it because we have a very easy pattern here, okay? It's not because I'm the best. It's because it's an easy pattern, all right? But you might have a difficult pattern, and I beg you to do these rules. Now watch this, okay? You watching what I'm doing? We found the match, but it doesn't mean after we glue it and come back, we're going to be able to find it again. Here's what you do. You're gonna put a pencil mark. You're gonna make a template of where it actually matches up. This way you come right back and you're good. Okay, watch this. Okay, I'm gonna make a mark here. Call it L for left. A mark here for right. Oh, you know what? Better make it over here because I'm gonna have to put that in there. All right? Okay. Somebody should have told me that. Okay, so we're gonna make cuts down here and here. Very nice. Look what I just did. Okay, so I labeled it because why? I'm now going to cut off what is to the left and to the right of these marks. Why? Because this is too much paper to be maneuvering in that little space. Remember, we're only talking about 2 3/4 inch, or maybe 3. So I want to cut this off, and I'm going to do it right in front of you. Okay. By the way, please be safe with your knives. Don't you love that when people start making YouTube videos? All of a sudden, they become public service announcers. By the way, if you're doing this at home, use your safety goggles. Come on, guy, get on with the video. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I understand. But how all of a sudden did we start sounding like public service announcers? Folks, please, if you're doing this at home, you want to be safe. Yeah, we understand, right? Come on. I mean, are you like I am? You feel like saying, come on, man. Guy thinks he's Bob Vila. Actually, I think those folks have the right idea. Some woman called me one time. She was frustrated. She said, hi, I need you to remove my wallpaper. But just I want you to know, my husband started the job already. She said, but the walls have some holes in them. I said, all right, we can fix them. She goes, no, they're big. I said, well, how did they get there? She goes, he removed the wallpaper. I said, well, he probably scratched it. She said, no, there are holes in the wall. So I said, how come there are holes in the wall? She said, because he removed it with that thing that you go like this. I said, well, what's that? She said, you know the thing that you bang in the screws and the nails? I said, a hammer? She goes, that's it. I said, a hammer to remove wallpaper? She goes, the back of it. Those things that look like this with the fingers. Imagine. Come on, folks. It's amazing. It's just amazing. I can start making comedy videos out of this stuff if you want me to. All right. I'm going to go wet this. I'll be right back. Bear with me, please. Don't go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere. I'm back. I am back. I'm back. Now the video happens to be a little longer than I wanted. That's all right, guys. You won't get mad at me. At least you guys have the power of the mouse. You can fast forward. You can put your volume down. Right? But I can't do that. I have to listen to me all day long. That's what I'm doing. I'm just wetting the paper, okay? It's important enough. Please, be patient, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Now, this is one of those wallpapers that says, don't use glue. Use water. Okay. Okay, so now where are our marks? We made our marks on the wall. We're just looking for our connecting points, right? Looking good, folks. Come on now. Okay, very beautiful. Very beautiful. I like to use that word because I love wallpaper and I love fixing problems. You know what I'm saying? If you can hang wallpaper, you're a problem solver, you know? Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people can't hang it. My mother taught me how to hang wallpaper when I was a kid. You know? And she said, now my mother had 8 children. And she said, Spencer, You're the smartest kid I have. No, she didn't say that. I was the 7th out of 8. I was number 7. And so she taught me how to hang paper, and I'm grateful for that, you know. I honor my mother by hanging this paper because she taught me so well. She taught me very well. Now, folks, this is an extremely difficult skill. Let me bring you up close. And honestly, you know, I don't mean to sound like I'm a know-it-all. I'm not. But it is a tough. If you mess this up, you wasted all your time to do it correctly. So we've matched the pattern with this splice piece. We're going to call it the splice piece, okay? And now we have to push it all in under the woodwork. That's what's taking the time, okay? I really wish I could do it quicker. But you know what happens when you rush this? You push the paper out of pattern. And then, yeah, your paper fits, right? But it's out of pattern. And then it doesn't match up. And that is exactly what's going to happen when you rush it. Okay, come on. Let's not rush anything. Now, here's what I want to do. Whenever you're in a rush with wallpaper, here's my suggestion. Let me tell you something right now. Do what a doctor would do if he's in the operating room. Tell everyone to chill out because there's no one else around who can do it. You know how like a doctor, you know, you're in for an operation and then, whoa, what's going on in there? How's my mother? How's my father? How's my child? Chill out. There's no one else to help. I'm the only guy who can do it. Because I'm going to tell you something. Now look, I want to share this with you. I love doing this. I want to show you something. Watch this. So I cut it, right? Watch this. Now you were thinking, some of you were thinking, he's cutting it up against the woodwork. He's going to cut the woodwork. You got to know the depth of your wallpaper. I didn't cut the woodwork. Come on now, you know I wouldn't do that. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see how beautifully this is going in? Look. You seeing that? See how beautiful? Look at that. Come on, look at how nice that is. Oh, my hand just got a real cramp in it. Now look at that. Look at how I just put that piece under there, okay? Now, how am I gonna cut this piece? This is not an easy piece to cut. There's not a lot of room here. Now, I'm a left-handed person. By the way, when you take the Spencer Colgan's wallpaper quiz next week, I have a quiz of 100 questions. If you get all of them right, I'm going to send you a paid-for trip to Tampa Bay so that you can meet me. I'm only kidding. Okay. So now, it's better that a righty get in here and do this. But since I'm not a righty, I'm going to do it just like a righty would. Take your time. If you can't do something with your hands, always take your time. And you'll do it better, right or wrong? Okay. Folks, so far we are on the money here, okay? We are on the money. And notice when I put the paper over here, I didn't cut it, right? Because now why? Because I'm pulling it out. Because I need some of that paper back. Okay, come on. You guys can do this too. It's just a matter of common sense, right? Look at how beautiful this is. The most gratifying experience is this, in my opinion. To successfully achieve what your hands have been blessed to do. I mean, temporally speaking. To achieve what God has given your hands the gift to do. Right? Who agrees with that? Let me know. Most of you won't even watch it to this point of the video, which is fine. It's all right. Now, I'm going to break a rule and open this door so that I can get onto the other side of it. I'm going to make sure I'm perfectly on point before I cut this, okay? Now you notice I'm leaving it kind of like, you know, settle. It all adds to the betterment of the final product. You let it settle. This way she expands and she comes back a little. I'm ready to cut it. You ready? Let's go. I just snapped a new blade. I love the critics on YouTube. I love them. They keep me thinking and doing good. I love them. They anticipate everything. They know very little. But they're great critics and they're funny. And if I'm ever bored, I like to read all of the negative comments that people leave me because it's funny. You know, like they will only watch 2/3 of the video and the comment that they make is addressed at the end of the video. Meanwhile, they, you know, criticized me for not doing it or whatever. Okay, folks. Now, I want to bring it down here because I want you to see what I'm doing here. Now, I've cut all of this paper, okay? Remember, we're in a corner here. But now we've gotten to the end of it. What do I do here? What about this? What do we do? Wing it? I'm not winging anything. Let me show you what we do. Because we never bring you down low. But today we're going to. Template. We're going to make a template here. Finger, feel the end of it. Feel it. Make an indentation on the paper and mark it just above the point at which you have to cut it. If you mark it in the wrong place, way after you cut it, the mark is going to be part of the paper. So I've marked it away from where I'm going to cut it, just to give myself the idea where I've got to cut it. Now you have to have a sharp blade. I'm going to do this well, okay? Come on. Go through there. Oh, that was easy. I got lucky there, got to be honest. Okay. Look at how beautifully, folks. Look at how that fit is, huh? Isn't that beautiful? That was lucky, because the knife slipped, believe it or not. Okay, we're almost done, folks.